And this side you can't hear it, but I just started the applause on there. All right. We want to do names in relation.
Who, me?
Yeah, names in relationship to me, I guess. I'm Paul, your host.
Angela Johnson.
And I'm Mathis Johnson.
All right,
And we are married.
Hey man, let's start there. How long y'all been married for?
We've been married for 5 years, been together for 7 years.
What's been some of the toughest battles, I guess, as far as
Alcohol.
longevity? Okay. Like
Yes, alcohol, little drugs and stuff. But we don't overcame all of that. We still working on the alcohol, but other than that, it's a process, but we stand forward.
what keeps y'all together mostly?
I would probably say communication. Communicating it.
Gotcha. How'd you get there, or describe the?
I mean, just basically like
Story.
let us we'll talk about our problems that we had and what we need to do to work on our problems to keep us moving forward. First of all, the most important was God, and then getting out of Indianapolis.
Amen to that.
Yes,
That's your
the
positive.
change of scenery really, I think, it probably kept us together. Yeah.
What was your? Okay, so let's start from Indianapolis. What's your story? Like, put you back in Indianapolis, how you met, and
Oh, how we met?
Yeah.
That was funny. Actually, we met at a blind date.
no way. I
Yes,
didn't know
way.
that.
My best friend dates his cousin Daniel, and I was sitting on the porch and I was talking to one of my neighbors, and I was like, "The next man I meet, God gonna send him to me, and I don't care if I don't know him, I'm gonna marry him." And I let him tell the rest. How he got
Yeah, he
get
trying
to me.
to.
And I finished the whole story. Okay, like they used to come over your house and stuff.
Yeah, she came over my house one night.
No, how did you get to know me? Like Tanya Daddy was.
Oh yes, I took and met her through a friend of mine. She came where I asked her. Well, actually, it was like I wanted to see her kind of bad because my brother, his old lady had left something in the house, so she told me to go back and get it. So I said, "Well, no, what's her number? What's her number?" So that's how we met. So she just came over one night and we just rolled from there.
The story he told me is that my best friend had left her keys or whatever in his apartment, and he said, "The only way you'll get your keys is you give me her number." So
That's dope.
he called me. We talked on the phone maybe once or twice, and then I didn't talk to him for like 2 months later. And he just up and popped and called me. I didn't have nobody. He didn't have nobody. And I was just at home alone, bored. About 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I got a ride out to his apartment, and I spent the night out there. And I never left. I mean, I never seen his face. I just talked to him on the phone for like 2 or 3 months. This was probably back, probably about 2 weeks after, probably back in August, about 2 or 3 weeks after my birthday when I first talked to him. And I went out there and met him face to face like the 3rd or the 4th of October, 2015.
Dang, y'all have been rocking heavy.
Yeah, but we got engaged and we got married 2 years later in 2017 on the 14th of Valentine's Day.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What's been I guess your favorite date?
Our favorite date?
Yeah, or your favorite date, and then your favorite date.
Obviously, it was like he worked days and I was always working nights. So, like, I slept, we both mostly slept because of our work schedule.
So, I guess what? Give me three words that describe your relationship.
Oh, wait, 3 words. Love, peace, and happiness.
I like that.
I do too. This interview might be well needed.
Oh, that's what's up. Hold on. I also wanted to get like a background story of y'all personal life. So where y'all from, and I guess the schools you went to,
Yeah.
like your cross streets that you grew up on.
Yeah. Well, of course, I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I lived there all my life. I'm 50 years of age. I went to elementary Homecroft. Middle school, I went to Southport Middle. And I went to Prairie Meridian High School.
Oh, you went to
Yeah. And I grew up in Brightwood on East 28th Street and had a real fun childhood.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just found out doing my research that there was a zoo over there.
Yes, where the police station is. Right? Where the police station is there now.
Wow.
That used to be the Indianapolis Zoo where the police station is.
It was just so much opportunity back then. You know,
yes,
like,
it was. We had a drive-in right there where Horse was at.
For real?
We had a burger chef right there. It was a cash bargain center where the Family Dollar is now. And Standard, where Preston Safeway is, used to be Standards.
Okay.
What was on that corner? It used to be a Clark's gas station right across from that church on 28th Street. Yes, it was real fun back in the days.
That's incredible.
We talking like in the early 80s.
So what was the Meadows then? Like what? You know how they rebuilt there? They tore down the Meadows.
Okay,
and
see,
rebuilt
it was the
what
Meadows.
before the apartments.
It was the Meadows. It was Parkwood.
Oh,
See, the
okay.
Meadows was on the back road. Parkwood was right here in the front on 38th Street.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pastor Mike, he trying to be Joe Cool over there. Where you from, Unc?
I'm from Greenwood, Mississippi.
Cross streets.
Sorry.
The streets.
Uh,
Or name of the streets.
28th and Winthrop.
No, in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Mississippi, we didn't have street. We had dirt roads back then.
Had what?
We had dirt roads. We didn't have them.
No way.
We lived on the side street called 36.
Had
Back then, they didn't have street signs like here nowadays. Y'all got street signs and numbers and all that. Back then, back in the country, we didn't have no street signs and all that.
So how'd you get up to Indianapolis?
Well, one day my mama got tired and she just packed up and brought me here.
When was that? Like,
I was about 9 or 10 years old.
dang. And was it? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's TMI.
I guess it is.
All right, we'll switch to some more looser questions then. What parts of your job do you love the most and why?
Well,
Or your favorite job too?
my job used to be, I used to be in a restaurant business, cashier, and I was a manager. So the favorite part of my job was be able to give orders. Because I'm the type of person I don't like to take orders. You know what I mean? I'm real down to earth and real cool about it, but I just don't like to take orders. So one I'm working at now, just chill. I'm in my own space. I don't have to really take no orders from nobody because I know my job.
Okay. Oh, and your favorite job, real quick. My bad.
Oh, well, actually, I don't have, I mean, working in restaurants, I don't have
Oh, in
nothing.
general.
I transitioned over to warehouse now.
Okay.
I don't like it, but it's not bad. That was the first time I worked warehouse, but actually it's pretty cool. It's, I mean, all my life I've been in restaurants. I only been working in warehouse for like 2 months now.
Oh, that's good. That's interesting to hear. It's unique because usually you hear people kind of go in the opposite direction where they work more with people as opposed to like working with the actual, lesser with the public.
See, I was a manager at White Castle for 13 years.
Oh, was that the one on 38th Street?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
Yes. And then I transferred. I did 10 years right there. And then I transferred to Washington, East Washington Street, 2015.
Okay.
Because I left in 2018. No. I transferred down there. I left 2021. I just left White Castle last year, April of last year.
Dang.
Yeah, I did 13 years there. I was over that corner for 10, and then I went to this corner for 3.
You got that consistency.
Yeah, consistency, exactly. Yep. So now I'm in the warehouse, and like I said, my son is an entertainer, and he just up and moved me out here. And my husband, of course, came with me. So I just dropped everything, left Indianapolis. And like I said, it's for the best. It's for the best, you know, because he got a real large name in Indianapolis. So it ain't no secret. Everybody know him. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no secret. So I feel like when I stayed on rural, when I lived in Indianapolis, I was never terrified of nothing, even though who my son was. But living on rural, I actually, like, all the killing going on, I really got scared of being in the house. And then he was working night shift downtown. Sometimes I'd stay up all night until he come home.
Remember I saw you downtown?
Yeah.
I forgot when that was. I don't even remember why I was downtown.
Yeah, because he was working a night shift down there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's insane. Uncle, what's your favorite job? Or, yeah, your favorite job, and then what you like most about it?
Forklift. I don't have to do nothing but sit down and ride.
Do you get to listen to music?
Yeah, I have my little radio.
Oh, okay. So it's like kind of
Yeah.
on speaker.
But now, you know, I'm retired. I just sit back on the couch and flip the channels now.
I heard earlier you would like to watch westerns.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I was so grateful that you got this hooked up.
Leave it to Beaver.
He would be right in that bedroom flicking the channels right now.
What westerns you be watching?
Oh, Gunsmoke, Rifleman, Bonanza, Clint Eastwood.
Beverly Hills Building. Watching Leave It to Beaver yesterday. They got it from the very first season. It came out in 1957.
Whoo. Oh,
The very first season. I think the last season was like 2020.
and what's this on?
Leave It to Beaver.
What's the streaming service? How do you watch it?
Roku channel.
Oh, Roku. Okay.
Yeah, Roku channel.
I need that. Only thing I watch about the original set of the Twilight Zone.
And look, I was born 2 years after they started producing them movies.
I never got into the Twilight Zone.
Oh, I love it. My mom is heavy into like sci-fi like that.
Me too. I love the Twilight Zone too. You never know what you wake up in.
Yeah, yeah. They was also they always struggle. Oldest pair of shoes. I know I'm gonna be all over the place, but we just having fun. So oldest pair of shoes.
Oh my goodness.
Buddies.
Who? Buddy.
Buddies.
No. Penny loafers. And your penny had to been shiny, shiny, shiny gold. You know what penny loafers are?
Yeah, you stick it in the you stick the penny in the slot.
Yeah.
I barely remember those. Like I never wore.
Or they had the one shoes like the boats or the clogs.
What's those?
They brought them back in. They got the little string ties. I forgot what y'all call them. We called them boats back in the day. They had the little shoestrings on the side of them.
Oh, I do know.
I think they call Vans now.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
I think moccasins too. Or something like
those
that.
are, yeah, but
Okay.
we call them boats. Like, don't ask me why.
Have y'all seen any other styles come back, or what other styles have you seen come back in, like now?
Nike never left. Oh yes. Huh?
Oh yeah, y'all got to see the birth of Nikes. Like
Yeah.
when they first came out, like
Yeah.
they was as popular now as they was then.
I don't know because we always wore white girls. And
What's
they was
that?
like the gym tennis shoes.
Like Cortez's? Oh no, like
girl,
plain white shoes.
Plain white girl. We had the shoe polish. Hey, you never wash the shoes, you just shoe polish them.
That's like the nursing shoes, ain't it?
I mean, they actually had white shoe polish. You smudge them on and just wipe them.
That is
clean.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I
is
have 2 kids and 5 grandkids, and then I got 2 actually on the way with son, with Junior, and my son. Both of my sons is having babies. So, yeah, Eric got a baby on the way, and Man got a baby on the way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think you might have mentioned it earlier, but I thought I misheard you then.
Mm-hmm. And his girlfriend had 3 kids already, so I got a pretty large family.
That's beautiful, right
Well,
there.
we ain't moving to no bigger house. We're going to stay right here. Go be here
Amen.
for a year. At least a year. But we're not going back to Indianapolis. Our next stop, I think, is going to be Georgia.
Oh, for real?
Mhm.
Oh, that's gonna be nice on the coast. Also.
Yeah, because, he's trying to get a house and get a studio and everything down there. But I still want my own house. That's what we're going to try to save on now. We're focusing on that.
That's
We're not
good.
looking back on the past. That's not so much of a bad past. I think anything I did in my life, I'm not ashamed about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I be trying to explain to him, you cannot hold the past. You got to move on.
Yeah.
The past is the past. You ain't going to never move forward if you keep bringing up the past.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to say. So,
It's-
like I said, we drank and everything, but I know how to block him out now.
Mm-hmm.
I block him out quick. And see, he got the thing, he drank mainly on the weekends because we work Monday through Friday. But like I said,
Like a relaxed kind of thing.
yeah, he
It's
turns
been-
up on Saturdays. We must turn up on Saturday because we could rest all day Sunday and then get ready for Monday morning.
Gotcha. It's harder. It's been hard for me to like forgive people and to move on from.
I
the
mean,
past,
it's not
definitely.
necessarily forgive. I mean, you're forgiven, but you'll never forget. You always got to forgive. You just ain't gonna never forget, and you got to move on because holding a grudge, it's not healthy. It's not healthy at all.
Can hold you back from your.
Yeah,
blessing.
exactly. 'Cause I mean, I be mad at I could hold a grudge, but I let it go. And next thing a person say, "Oh, you ain't nothing but a punk." I be that punk.
Yeah, be the bigger
Because-
person.
Yeah, somebody got to be the bigger person. Somebody got to be the bigger person. And see, his fault is we'll argue, and I want to talk about it the next day. He don't want to talk about it, and it burns me up. So I sit in here and I be talking real loud so he can hear me. And I go in the room, he'll be asleep. You got to talk about what happened the day before. So after so many days, I leave it alone. We move on.
Like watching film and sports.
Yeah. So I said I never get a chance to because I started drinking before I put my recorder on. Just say, look at this video so he can see it. I always forget. But then he might throw my phone.
How you feel about that?
Well, like she said, you gotta forget it, but you can't move on. If you can, we moved out here, you can't move on if you still bringing up the same thing that happened in the past. To move on and get out the past, where you left there, the past supposed to be in the past, it's supposed to be dropped, never see it no more.
Mm.
That's how I look at it. When you're not gonna move on, you can move to 20 different states. If you keep bringing up the same thing that happened back then, you ain't going nowhere. You still gonna be stuck where you was at
Mentally.
before you even left.
Yeah.
And once again, I go back to the alcohol. So when he started drinking, he want to talk to everybody and want to give me the phone. I don't want to hear that. That was then, I'm not great to talk about that. Hold on, here go AJ. And I just said, send the phone. Why you give me the phone? And when he's not drinking, you wouldn't know he's around.
So quiet.
So quiet. So quiet. I mean, I love him either way. But I think I like him more when when we drinking and we communicate, we play cards and everything. But versus when he be so, only thing he want to do is lay down and watch TV.
How y'all feel about people constantly asking you to come back and visit and
Actually, ain't nobody really did that because they don't call him. They don't really. I'm just they only calling me, I guess, because the way I left. We just dropped everything. Only thing we came out here was one suitcase. Yeah, one suitcase. Well, I brought one suitcase when I drove with my son, and when he came, he had 2 suitcases, and that was it. We sold TVs. We gave away the furniture and stuff. We gave everything away. Deep freezer. I sold my stove and refrigerator. I left that in the house. Sold it to the rent lady because she would have to put another stove and refrigerator in the house. So I sold it to her. So everything worked out. Sold both our vehicles. And I think we're doing it much better here. Because we don't know nobody. And it's cool. Even though we at work, we talk to people at work. Like you said, we leave them at work.
yo?
It's me and him. I mean, hey, my son, hey, we don't need no loud, real crowd of people.
Yeah, my bad. I hit the wrong button, but that's applause for that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Other than that, we happy. Because like I said, he don't have to work. He works to help me, help us. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to work.
I can tell y'all, energy is way more upbeat now than back at home. I'm like, dang, it's different. I was outside talking to AJ, and I was just like, yeah, they vibe is just way different.
From
I'm
the
like,
last time?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of drugs not in your system and alcohol and everything, doing it every day consistently. That's not healthy. It wasn't healthy at all. So, like with my son, I guess I don't know if he really knew or whatever, but I know he knew about me. But see, he wasn't doing it. He didn't have the cocaine problem. And I didn't have one neither. I just did it because I like to do it. You know what I'm saying?
The environment you in.
Exactly. It was something to do. And so being out here, I only have a taste for it. And then we go to work and come home. I listen to my music. Like on the weekends, we chill. We chill.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Bob, when I'm telling you, I be so happy. I want to cry.
Amen. Same.
Let me.
You take your time for sure. I be feeling the same way because it's sometimes you get that survivor's remorse where you're like, why me? Like,
these
why?
are like happy tears. I'm such a crybaby. I'm a crybaby. I
Amen.
promise.
Amen. For sure.
And like I said, and my mother passed away. We always at my sister's house, and I don't know what it was about. My mother, I never had a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend, but it was like I wasn't in love. I've been married once. I was married for like 6 months. I've been married before. So after that, I never said, I'm done. But I knew I wasn't going to play house. Next man I get was going to be my husband. And we was going to die together. Here it is. But when my mother met AJ, she walked all the way out to the car. And that did something to me. Because she ain't never, literally wants to be none of my boyfriends. Didn't care. She walked all the way out to the car to meet him. Yeah, I'm Angie's mother, woo, woo, woo. My father the same way. My family just adapted to him like, I don't know how to describe it. The way they adapted to him, I knew he was the one. We hadn't got married then. Everybody, and now the relationship him and my son have, oh my God. It's just so overwhelming. It's so beautiful. I just love it. I love it. Hey, I love it. And like I was going to say about my mother, when she passed away, we always out to my sister's house, and AJ was by her bedside, and his wife, and he would just hold his head down, and he said she's gone. None of us by her bedside when she passed away. We all was there, but AJ was the only one by her bedside.
Wow.
And my baby sister, and he told her she was gone, And I thank him for that. He was there with me the whole way that she passed and everything.
How does the conversation make you feel? Or your reactions to it?
It make me feel like, I was part of the family. I just done what I should have done, the same that she would do for me.
Did you feel the same? Like hearing it from an outside perspective, in that moment, did you feel like that's what it was? Like, did you feel that you was getting treated a certain way, in a good way though?
Yes, it was. I felt like everybody loved me. And her mother, she was always there for me. They went to the casino, and I was drunk, I was drunk. So she took me over there and set me down, fed me chicken with hot sauce till I got sober. She really loved me, and then another time I was sick and didn't have my Aunt Astrid pill. Yeah, she took them, went and bought them for me and brought them way out there on Post Road to me.
From where?
Yeah.
From
from the east side.
And she drove from where?
She drove from 30s and 4th.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nah.
7:30, 8 o'clock at night, he was sick. I didn't have no money. He didn't have none. We didn't get paid till that Friday or whatever. And she brought us pills out there,
If you take 70 or Piddleton Pike or 38, that's a journey, it feel like.
It was just the fact that she did it. It was just the fact that she did it, and I thanked her for it and everything. They did a lot for us.
She out of the master. She just called up and said, "Come down here and get these pills."
Surprised you.
Yeah. I knew then. I said, I got her back.
Oh, I gotta bring up. Y'all first time going bowling was recently also. Yeah. Now you can keep it or talk about. I mean, y'all can talk about the score. I seen the time y'all was having look fun.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, that was my first time holding a ball. Actually being at the bowling, but not holding a bowling ball. I've probably been in one. No, I ain't never been bowling before. No, I haven't. No. Yes, I have a handle. But I didn't know nothing. Huh?
Piddle and Pike?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We had went in there with Tony and Michelle, but it was no sport that I was interested in. That's for white people, That's what I straight up. Like. So I go outside, I smoke more cigarettes when I even held the ball. I didn't bowl. But when we went that one time, he was like a kid, and the enjoyment he was having, it made me have a joyful time. You know what I'm saying? Because I really didn't want to go bowling, but I knew he had never bowled, and he wanted to go. He said, I ain't never bowled before, and my son was hyping him on because he know how to bowl, him and his girlfriend, and he was right on my son's tail. Why, if you see me, he was having the ball. I mean, hey, and just saying that, it made me have fun. Oh, he never been in the pool neither.
Oh, word?
Yeah, we got in the swimming pool 2 weeks ago.
And I was here at the
right here at this apartment. I got it on my phone. Talk to him.
You know, they always trying to put evidence that on you that ain't true. You see the picture, it wasn't me.
We're gonna laugh. There we go. I'm at my laugh soon.
It's 100 degrees.
That's fresh. I bet I'm gonna look. In there lamping.
Yeah. We're in the water.
Where do y'all see y'all relationship going in 3 to 5, 10, 20 years,
Well, go ahead and answer.
Well, 10, 20 years, we be sitting somewhere on the fishing bank and rocking chair, rocking, telling the grandkids, go sit down somewhere. So we supposed
to actually, my thing was, I always say by the time I turn 50, I want to have my own house and have my grandkids around me. And when I met AJ, I knew that was gonna come true. Because one thing I can say about him, a lot of people say they're gonna do something, but don't actually do it. If he say he gonna do it, believe me, it's gonna be done. It's gonna be done. I'm gonna give me a house one way or another. Watch, and it's gonna come true. It's gonna come true.
Amen.
Yeah, I have a good one. And like a lot of people cheat and everything. I don't understand the concept of it though. I mean, once you give yourself away and get married, all that cheating is supposed to be at the back door. You're not supposed to cheat no more, especially when you're married. I mean, I guess it's okay to look. I don't even look. I mean, I probably have glass, but far as just looking like thinking, oh, this man is fine. No.
Having that self-discipline.
I look at my man, huh?
Having that self-discipline?
Yeah, I look at my man. Shit, he don't look better than my man. That's what they'll be like. He fine, and he don't look nothing like my man. He don't look better than him. But I love you. Everybody love me too. Everybody love me. I'm a people person. I can't help it. My son hated. AJ hated. I just can't help who I am. I love everybody. And I guess I like anything. Everything and anything.
Yeah, going through, a certain amount of adversity, it kind of turn you into having to survive and meet people and interact with people.
I am. My grandmother told me once before, you have a face that'll light up the whole room when you walk in. I mean, just your presence. And I take that, with stride, I believe her. Because, I mean, I'm a people person. And like we had family gathering, I always had my Bluetooth speaker. He brought me one that had wheels on it with a microphone. Every gathering we get to. So now when we used to go to gather, he'll drive. Because I'm there till the whole party end.
Amen.
But so if he's real drunk, I'll take his keys or whatever. Like for instance, one time he got drunk at my sister's house, thought he was gonna drive. No, even though we lived around the corner, but he ended up going the wrong way and failed to hit his head. He ended up at the hospital.
Dang. So it's like it's the principle and looking out for each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like I said, we don't argue unless we drinking and you know, and we don't even argue. I guess he gets to the point where he gets so drunk he has bring up something happened when we first met.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm talking about bringing up the past. It's only when we drinking. Like we could be sitting here watching a movie, having a nice time. And another thing, I'm not gonna say I was mad, but I was. It kind of hurt my feelings because he was buzzing. I come in from work one day, and I noticed that the trash was still right there, so I started sweeping. What you grabbing the room for? You don't sweep. You don't clean up. I do all the cleaning. Hey, buddy, say no more. I'm going to say that. It works out. He cleans. He do the laundry. Hey, only thing I had to do was just cook.
How do y'all get to that compromise? Was it verbal? Was it
No, it was just something that he just automatically just did. And like when I wake up or I come home, it's already done.
Mm.
And it's just the two of us, but he know that he the one messed it up. Because I'll be at work on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? And like when I come home at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning, the house done been changed around and everything.
That sound like me.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's only right. I mean, you don't stay up all night. You didn't go to work. I'm at work. Hey, it works out though. We had fun though. We cool.
We can do with what you like most about him, or what you love most about him, and then what you love most about him.
I love most about him that I finally found the real man. He's a gentleman. I mean, like I said, he not the one that talked the talk. He actually walked the walk. Yeah, he's down to earth. I mean, like my grandma, like I said, she be 90 years old. So last year we was at her house for her birthday. AJ made a liquor store run. I was a DJ. So he come in the door. I was playing one of the old blues song. He said, "Come on, mama. Come on, granny." She got up. Everybody been trying to get her to get up, but she would not get up. AJ walked in the door and got the door like this. She got up and gave him one of the swerve around. And you know, that was like a beautiful moment. Everybody was crying. Go on, AJ, you know, rooting them on. I mean, you had to know my family to understand what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. My family is like in competition with each other. You know, none of us have nothing. So, you know, of course, I have a man that is the giving type. Everybody wants, Angie don't do this. AJ don't let Angie do this. No, see, the thing is, AJ is not controlling me. He's controlling me from y'all. Because I used to like give them money. They call me. And I used to sneak. But I end up telling on myself. You know what I'm saying? So now we stopped there. So AJ don't like to do nothing. He don't want Angie to do nothing. If I'm going out with them, I'm spending money.
Yeah.
And like you said, that's my money too. Hey, I can't argue with him.
It's a tactic, yeah.
So now I learned how to not say what I want to say. Learn to trust him more, and you know, like he got my best interests. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna sit right here and try to sneak and give somebody something behind his back. So
right.
we just have faith with each other. You gotta answer the question again.
What you love most about her?
Well, most about it that she been there for me from the first that night we met, and through my ups and downs, through all my sickness, you know, she just been there for me before my mother, my daddy. She's been all that to me from the first day that we met. And, you know, I've been on been married a few times, and she really has my heart. She's just been there for me from day one. That's the most thing I love about her. As long as she keep doing what she doing, she ain't got nothing to worry about.
Amen. Amen.
And I'm gonna tell you, like when I first met Man, we picked him up at the airport. It was like my son just went away to college and he's coming home for Christmas break. It was like I've been knowing him all my life. I mean, you know how you greet somebody, hey, how we hugged each other. I just felt the love instantly. And when he met my mother and my father, it was like love at first sight with them too. And I was glad he actually met my mother and father.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had stopped at Mr. Dan's.
Oh, I miss Mr. Dan. It's like,
Yes, we stopped at Mr. Dan's, and I had bought us. No, you weren't with us. It was just man. We had got a combination breakfast. And Mom said, I caught your ass, didn't I? And they said, get her, Mom, get her. So I had about everybody breakfast that morning. Yeah. Yeah.
You also said, you said real man. And I was just curious if you could elaborate on, like, I guess the specifics. Like, what do you?
What I mean by real man?
Yeah.
He's not a gangbanger. He's not a thug.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a street walker. I mean, a street hustler. He don't hang out in the streets. He don't have scandals, I should say. He don't have scandals.
Like drama free.
Yeah, drama free, exactly. Yeah.
That's
I don't been there and done that before.
That's a good descriptor.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, my bad. That was a good answer though, for sure. Let's go with my bad. Look for my phone real quick so I can get more
This is interesting. And you're really making me preparing myself for, because I know I'm going to have an interview. I don't know how soon it's going to be, but like I said, soon, once the rappers get on stage, they do interviews and everything. Like I said, my son is doing a documentary right now, and he's writing a book.
He a hard worker. I try to support him as much as possible, and I'm just like, man,
I don't even hardly call him. I call him just to hear his voice. Hey, how you doing? About 3 minutes, and I'm back off the phone with him. I don't even hardly go. They live around the corner. I don't go over there because he got an actual studio in their house now, and he's always in there working. So hey, he works 7 days a week.
Going along with music, what song has had a profound influence on you? So what song has impacted you the most, or artist?
Blues.
Oh.
Blues. I'll never forget when I turned 21 years of age. I was already going into the clubs at 21 before I turned 21, but this 21st birthday was exclusive for me. Lil Milton was here, and my Uncle Donnie always gave everybody nice birthday gifts, So I'm 21 now. I can go inside the Bluebird. I goes in there. I'm thinking I'm just going to get my birthday money and leaving right out. My mother was a bartender and my auntie was a bartender. So my Uncle Donnie gave me $100 bill and said, "Hey, why don't you help your mother get these glasses off the table and everything?" I took I was looking real cute too. 21st birthday, I ended up starting being a waitress at the Bluebird. And then later I went down to be a bartender. So I never really got up into rap music because I learned the blues first. The hardcore rap, like my son music, some of his songs I like, but you won't hardly hear me playing them. Not in public. They just too much profanity for me.
I got you.
And real dirty. I don't like that hardcore dirty music. Like David Banner. That one song, and you might think I'm lying, but that song, beat him up.
Yeah.
The girl worked with me, Amber. She's really loco in the head. Uh-huh. She let me hear the dirty version of that song. I could not believe my ears. Oh my!
I know what
goodness.
song you're talking about. I had to try to find a snippet of it. Well, what song? What's your favorite blues song then, or a song that you remember?
I don't have no favorite blues song.
Oh, okay,
but I like what is that song? Monday's so cool. What is it called? Thursday so good. One day you yeah, that's how love goes. That's how love goes. Something like that. You take it how you find it, and like a lot of our blues songs have meaning to relationships. The music they playing now don't have no meaning. And see, I like to listen to music that have meaning. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yeah, that's us, baby. Ain't it? You know? My favorite R&B song, I love R&B and blues. I love R&B and blues.
Okay. Go ahead. Let me get the question for you again. What song or artist has had the biggest influence on you?
Teddy Pendergrass.
Oh,
The 50-50 Love.
what was the song?
50-50 Love.
50. I had to hear
Feel
that. I
so
never heard
good when
this one.
somebody love you. Feel so good when somebody love you and you love them back.
It's so good.
Okay.
Loving somebody and somebody loves you.
Oh, I do know that song. Yeah, my somebody loves you back. Yeah. Next time I have to connect my phone to this and then just play the song off of here. Okay. Your favorite way to? Oh, nah, I'm gonna save that one. I use a lot of these already. Okay. My prepared questions. Oh, which decade would you like to relive?
Man, so I will go back to 15.
Why? Why 15?
I'm gonna go back to that part. Hey, I might not have made it through because I was a wild child. I'm gonna put it out there.
Same.
I was a wild child.
15 back then, we didn't have no bills, no responsibility, no none of that. With that knowledge, if I go back to 15, with the knowledge I got now, by the time I hit 35, they couldn't even touch me.
Straight up.
Yeah, I think my 21st. Because, my 21st, I probably do a lot of things different.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, repeat what you said about being 15. You said you didn't want to be.
Oh, no, I was a wild child. No, I wouldn't want to go back there for high school, 16. Oh, no. No, that was a wild. I was one of my mama's problem child. But I never got arrested. I went to juvenile for stealing, but no hard time, no prison time or nothing. But I don't want to do that. I mean, when we was 16, we was cool, but we was always into a lot of fights, skating rings, dancing and skating and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We was in the dance group, dance competitions and everything.
What family member helped you get through some of your, like when you were younger? Which family member helped push you forward and impact you? To kind of keep you pushing forward.
Actually, myself. I mean, a lot of people rely on me. I push a lot of people in my family forward. Okay. I guess I was the brains of the family. They would call it.
Yeah.
That's what they always call me, the brains of the family. So nobody. I'm the second oldest in the family. My grandmother. I'm the second oldest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's my sister, and then it's me. So it was just me and her for years, and then my little sister came around. So because none of them pushed me forward, they all learned from me.
You got somebody young?
Huh?
Somebody that you looked up to?
Who did you look up to?
My big brother.
Why is that?
Because, coming up, didn't nobody give us nothing. And he was the first one that, bought my school clothes. When I first started going to tech, my freshman year, he bought me a car. I ended up tearing up. Then he bought me another car. Things like that. He was my favorite item. That's why, when my kids was coming up, the way my brother did for me, that's why I try to return the same favor to all my kids when they was coming up. Give them the same opportunities, to start early, to earn them what you need, and, to teach you to have what you need.
Mm-hmm.
When you have that, it'll keep you going. So when he passed away, just seemed like my whole life had ended.
You kind of had to learn how to be independent.
Yeah, so that's where it took me to being independent.
What's your first job then?
My first job was I worked in the laundry.
Where?
United Hospital Service downtown. That was my first job. I was making $7 an hour.
Dang.
Bringing home $90 a week. See, that's way for your time with it.
And that was the 40-hour work week?
Yes, it was.
Wow.
Back then things was cheaper. You could pay $25 down to get a car apartments with them with $10 or $15 back then. But Yeah, you can get it for $25 down, $10 a week. But life, everything that went up, now but the rent and the wages.
Yeah, that's true. How many jobs would you say you had in your life?
Probably about 50. Probably about 50. Yes, I have about 50.
I'm at about 20,
'Cause
30. Yeah.
Yeah, because back then, back then jobs was easy to get.
Dang.
Job.
Consistency. That's some patience. Because I used to leave quick off a job.
I had about 8 jobs before I hit 18. 'Cause I started working when I was like 17.
And I know you went to Tech. You graduated from Tech too?
Yeah, 1975.
What? I'm a Tech Titan. Yeah. Yeah, that was the third high school I went to. I started at LC, transferred to Arlington, and graduated from Tech. That's nuts. I ain't not know that. Oh, where'd you live in Indianapolis? I think you said
30th Street, Crosstown.
Oh, okay. I know where that's at. That's
Winthrop.
west.
28 Winthrop.
Okay. But it's not far west. That's like right there by
Barbecue Heaven. 30th Street, Barbecue Heaven.
Oh yeah, I know exactly where that's at. I only know that because of the I think that is the 30 Crosstown. That's what the bus called. Yeah.
Yeah, that Barbecue Heaven been there ever since I was about 9 years old.
No way. I didn't know that either.
And it's still open.
Yeah, Barbecue Heaven is good. Dang. What else about Indianapolis? Or some like memories of Indianapolis?
I mean, like I said, we had a nice. When I grew up in Brightwood, it was fun. Yeah, when we lived in Brightwood, it was fun. Wasn't nobody fighting. Everybody around lived in the same neighborhood. You was able to leave your doors unlocked and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was just cool. But I ain't had no rough life. I didn't. Like I said, everybody love. I'm a people person.
What y'all think challenges Indianapolis the most right now?
Murder.
Mm.
They almost side over Chicago at the murder city. Yep, the COVID don't came back.
Oh, COVID. My bad.
Yep, the COVID don't came back.
Okay. Trying to think of the biggest thing to me is identity. There's no identity to Indianapolis. You think of certain cities and they got an identity, what they known for, and our identity is
it's
not
horrible.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I think it's because a lot of the people from Gary and Chicago don't move there, and then
So it's blended, like
it's blended.
Yeah.
Yes, and then you got a lot of people that family is really from Gary and Chicago, and they don't move to Indianapolis because the cost, the cost of living is a lot cheaper compared to Chicago and maybe Gary.
Got you.
Yeah,
It definitely is. You kind of never know what you're gonna get when you meet people in Indianapolis. It's
Yeah.
people from all over, and
yeah.
they just come to the city.
Like I said, I've been there all my life, never been nowhere. So hey, I love it.
Same. I can't complain about it. I don't know. I gotta use the bathroom, so we can break or we can finish. It's up to y'all.
It's up to you. You asking the question, we giving you the answer.
All right, we'll take a break then. Then I can edit this. We had an hour already.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's been that fast.
That's what good conversation do to you.
Amen.